that figures out. Welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this one and the next.
I spit all over my microphone.
To Goblins Under the Stairs. I'm so like the Destroyer. Ah! It hurts so bad, it hurts. Still rebounding from the loss of the one and only Wilmore Chattington here. Which means it's just gonna be me and Baldy McBaldy Fang McDang here to finish his adventure and hopefully bring Wilmore back to life. But of course, to take us on this epic adventure, we do have son of a bitch that killed Wilmore Chattington. I was gonna call him the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land, but that's before Wilmore died. So now he's just a bastard. Give it to Nate Gonzalez!
Thank you, Solrak. Welcome everyone to tonight's Monday edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Man, yes, as Solrak has put it out there for all of us, we lost a member of the Wrecking Crew. As I called him last night, the glue of the Wrecking Crew, Mr. Wilmore Chaddington, WC himself. Unfortunately, he lost to the fight to Narvi, the Red Wizard, after many years of trials and tribulations. It finally led down to his demise and him being reduced to nothing but a pile of ash and dust. Narvi casting this disintegration spell on him. But yes, yesterday we had quite a battle ahead of us. Does anyone want to do a little recap of that for some inspiration? I can certainly handle it myself, but
I'll do it.
Sure.
So I'll kind of backtrack just a little bit here. So we obviously entered into this rather eerie room, and then upon entering, we see in the center this giant fetus-like what Narvi is planning his god, and he is attached to this little crystal cylinder coming from the center by this black, strong umbilical cord type pipe, and that is being held up by these adamantine struts, and there's these little walkways. So obviously we knew that this is the soulmonger that Narvi was trying to make his little thing to help take over Faerun. So in what felt like a large battle of constantly troubleshooting with, Solrak taking out tentacles, myself taking out or attempting to take out the adamantine struts, also while trying to worry about not getting too exhausted from this thing as it would constantly let out this screech. We also had to worry about the wraiths. Luckily though, Solrak, being his big old barbarian himself, I gotta give credit where credit's due, and having his Dawnbringer, was able to absolutely kick ass, not just to the wraiths, but to big old baby here. And we're thinking, all right, we can take a moment to breathe a little bit. Only for us to take one breath, we see Narvi, the red eternal wizard, enter the porthole, or the portal. And we knew we were in for one as we were beaten up, especially Chaddington. And we put up a tough fight. We all had to kind of worry about ourselves being extremely weak. But upon seeing Narvi, the trickster gods inside of us realized that that was the person that had taken them out. So they were able to give us a little bit of a buff. If only Chaddington just had a little bit more, as Narvi obviously had it out for Chaddington, them being mortal enemies, and was able to kill him. But then, as we are fighting Narvi, Solrak, and myself, we see essentially the reincarnation of our friend. And it was a roller coaster of emotions for a few seconds as our friend died. We see him come back to life, only for him to make the stupid decision and spit on him, just to kind of piss him off, and for Narvi to kill him again and disintegrate him in hopes for him not to be reincarnated. But we kept putting the hurt on Narvi to the point where he had to get out of there. We shared our little emotional time with mourning the loss of our friend. But I, upon studying the dusty remains of our friend, realized that while yes, it may be rather far-fetched and near impossible to do, there is a way to bring our friend back to life. So we gathered up his remains, and now Solrak and myself have to figure out where to go from here. But upon mourning his loss again, we saw Fillmore's skull kind of roll out from where Chaddington's body would be, and Chaddington left us a rather one-sided memoir of essentially what the wrecking crew had been through.
Yes, he did.
And
You knew what Wilmore went through while we watched.
Yeah, essentially.
Exactly. But we wouldn't expect anything less from our old and dear friend Chaddington. But now we know we have to avenge his death, and he would want us to continue on moving forward without him and trying to save all of Faerun, and hopefully bring him back to life. So now, Solrak and myself, we wait here, try and recoup and catch our breath and hopefully gain a little bit of health as we attempt to take a short rest in this little room here, and then try and get out of this place to get back on with our adventure.
Yes, indeed you do. Great recap. Go ahead and give yourself the inspiration for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes. One thing I will note, though, in that you mentioned that you saw Narvi come out of the portal in the back. He appeared on that south balcony, but he did not seem to come out of that portal. He seemed to apparate almost out of thin air and creating his own kind of portal in itself. It just so happened to be that he was in front of another portal there when he did it. But with that said, you guys, yes, you have collected Wilmore's, what remains of him, in a vial of holy water, and you kind of collect your things and try to take a rest for a little bit to see if you can, recuperate a little bit more strength. As you guys rest, I need someone to roll me a D100.
You got it.
Cool. D100. 83.
Hell yeah.
53.
And we died.
In this time period, maybe, what sort of things are you guys, as you're just sitting around here and kind of tending to your wounds and whatnot, what sort of things are you two doing and possibly speaking of?
Well, I'm, once Fank told me that there's a chance we can bring Wilmore back, rather than keeping just a little piece of Wilmore's ashes with me, I'm going to take all of him. Put him back home.
I think Fang pretty much gathered all of that.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have him? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, the entire hour, I would be reminiscing Wilmore stories. About how he was such a dick. But I do remember the time that me and him were trying to trick that shopkeeper, but then it ended up going awry because we both ended up fighting with the guy, and it went so bad. So basically, I would just, share Wilmore stories for an hour. Kind of get our morale back up a little bit before we go back out there into the unknown.
Yeah, we certainly had some high times with Chaddington. There's definitely one moment where he kind of sticks out to me, where he essentially saved my life. But I remember I forget where we were, but we were on an airship, and I, for some reason, on top of Cuomo, decided to jump off to try and attack one of the creatures in the air, only for me to completely miss and plummeting to my death. I think I would have been okay, but he came out of nowhere and saved my life.
That story he mentioned about the rock. I remember it was before you met us. You had another bird friend that you've heard us make fun of.
Yes.
But Wilmore, he just said, "Come on, guys, hold on to the bird. It's the most smart idea." He was so confident in himself till that bird took off.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I've never heard him scream like that in his life.
Wait, so what actually happened with the rock, then?
Well, I had one sleeping arrow. Just one. It was given to me, and to be honest, I had one shot at it here. I hit this arrow into this beast, or everyone dies. And boy, it was to be honest, the luckiest shot I've ever had in my life. But god damn it, I hit that son of a bitch straight on, and he started going down. And the only face that Chanton made that was scarier than the way up was the way down.
Oh shit.
But he made it. That bird landed. Somehow they survived. And to be honest, after an experience like that, I thought nothing could kill the little man.
Damn, that's impressive. And we obviously can't change his little memoir. We'll have to leave it as is.
Yeah.
That's
I don't need the credit in my life. He can have his book.
I can't help but reminisce on the day I met you guys too. Oddly enough, we were flying in the night sky, same time, same place, and y'all brought me in with open arms and leading me to help avenge my father's death in destroying the fire giants. I can never forget that moment.
Now here's the thing, before we used to have our own separate quests. But now it seems that our separate quests have brought us together here. Because now it's not just about Daggerford. But we can leave Wilmore in hell. Just can't leave him there. We must bring him back. Even if it kills me.
Well, where do you suspect we go from here, then? I mean,
maybe the folks on the airship might know about this stone you spoke of. Maybe they know how to find it.
what, to help reincarnate Chaddington?
That's right.
I think our best answers would be at going back to the Temple of Lathander and asking them. I feel like they would be the ones to know such being able to reincarnate him.
I agree. So perhaps we stop there first and see what we got to do.
As I'm sitting here, do I see any like doors or hallways, like for being able to exit aside from like obviously like the door we came in and the portal?
Those seem to be the only two entrances or exits out of here.
Okay. Yeah, first things first though, Solrak. We gotta figure out how the fuck to get out of here though.
Well, I do have Wilmore's broom, and
That helps.
so at least we can get out of here. And you have your wall climbing abilities, but the Stone Sisters, the Soul Sisters, the witches, they told us how to get out. We had to follow a path. It was led by charred skulls, I believe, and it was on the same level.
Yeah, the charred bones leads to the exit, but the red trail leads to certain death.
That's right.
So
we got to get to the Ebon pool
Ebon,
on this level.
which means black
Ebon.
or dark. Yeah.
Ebony,
Exactly.
ivory. So yeah, we got to get to the Ebon pool and get the fluff out of here.
Well, an hour does pass as you guys have had this discussion and everything, so you can take a short rest in this time. Seemingly, the green door to the north does not seem to budge at all. No commotion, no noise, or anything. And the portal to the south just seems to continuously swirl as the archway around it, surrounded by charred skulls, just seem to just linger on.
So it almost looks like we have to go through that portal, though, Solrak.
Yeah, I agree. I think that sounds good.
First things first, though. I can't get these fucking vases to open, but I want to know there's got to be something in them. So I pick one up and I try and smash it on the ground.
Okay. You go and try to smash it on the ground, and boom! It just kind of bounces a little bit. Does not seem you pick it up. It does not seem like it's been dented or scratched or any sort of damage done to it.
Also, did Chattington's like items, bags, anything like that?
I was saying he gets 5 items, magic items that can stay for balance purposes of the game, because you know he's gonna get with his new character some magic items. I can't let you guys just have a million magic items. So I think he said that he's gonna keep his Donsol, the rod, and his shield at least. I think the bag of holding, perhaps, and I mean, I guess maybe the broom. It seems like if Solrak still has that, but
yeah, I have the broom.
so
I'm holding on to
I
that.
think that's probably the 5.
Okay, so we gather those. I guess we you ready to hit that portal though, Solrak?
Yeah, buddy.
I take
do it.
like 3 of the vases, throw them in my bag of holding, and yeah, start exiting out of here. Hopefully.
Before we go, everything here is a vase, right? Nothing looks like a diamond.
Yeah, no diamonds. You look around, and yeah, they just all not necessarily like, are they vases or whatnot? They all seem like kind of like different like vessels of sorts.
Got it. Okay. Maybe it might be too easy to be a stone there, but you know.
Just a little bit. I mean, they're all kind of unique looking, a little bit different from one another. They all seem to have like different like glyphs engraved on them, or some sort of like arcane writings. Yeah, they seem like there's some sort of like vessels or jars or vases or whatever.
Do they look like type of jars you put like someone's ashes in, or?
You can make an investigation roll if you want to try to figure that out. It is disadvantaged still, as you're still exhausted. You guys just exhaustion. You lose a level per long rest that you take. So with a 15, I would say that these don't necessarily seem like an urn or something like that. They seem akin to very similar to like an urn, but the way that they have these runes and arcane sigils and symbols engraved on them definitely seems like there's some sort of protection to them, and that they probably are inscribed with this protection magic for some sort of purpose, greater purpose, that is.
Well, I'm going to then, whatever Fang doesn't take, I'm going to put them in my bag of holding just to get them out of here.
And before he does that, I take one and throw it in the lava. See if that does anything.
Yeah. You just kind of toss one, throw it in the lava, and lands in there. It kind of sits on the surface for a moment, and then you watch like a couple bubbles form around it, and slowly it sinks down, being swallowed into the hot magma, until it just completely vanishes from your sight.
I'm thinking, if for any reason these are sacrificed or anything of the sort, so they deserve better than to be left here.
Yeah, I don't know, but obviously whatever's inside of it, they don't want anyone being able to get into it. But I wonder if maybe taking them out of here kind of unlocks or grants us access to it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
definitely
though.
think we should- let's take as many as we can, just because our bag holdings are unlimited, and we can play around with them when we're on the airship.
Fang, you can make an Arcana check. This disadvantage.
$16, 13.
Okay. Same pretty much what Solrak was able to investigate. You are able to piece together as well that definitely like these sigils and symbols on them seem to have some sort of, you know, purpose to them, protection-wise, and they all seem to have various like different ones, but they all, you know, seem to have the same purpose in a general sense. That is.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we I guess we gather all the ones that are over here. All right. That's everything, Sorek. I think it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. And I go zip, zap, zoop, and I get on Wilmer's broom, and I fly over here.
And I walk across that wall. Wrong way, buddy.
Sorry, I'm just getting the hang of this thing. I fly over.
Yeah, the broom kind of sends you like flying forward a bit, and you have to hold on as your head flies backwards. Oh, and you have to hold on to your helm and your blades, and you fly towards the portal to meet up with Fang right there. And as you do, you can see, you know, kind of this swirling ethereal mist just kind of whirling within this this space where I mentioned you can see an archway of these skulls forming around it.
I'm going to get close to it, and then I'm going to look at it, and then I'm going to look over at Fang. Let's go! And just fly through it.
Yeah, I jump right on in.
Through the swirling mist you guys go. Alright. Let's see. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys land into this space, you step out of the mist into an underground chapel with black basalt pillars and polished obsidian altar into the north of the room. Resting on the altar is a leather bag about the size and shape of a human body, and which appears to have been sewn shut. Beyond the altar, you guys can see a heavy black drape just hangs, covering some sort of archway. And then in the room in front of you, you see 8 emaciated, green-skinned creatures all shackled to the walls of the chapel, each one of them gazing toward you with a singular, baleful eye. The monsters begin to gibber and drool as they shake their manacles, eager to be set free after they see you guys. Oh, help us, please! And one of them closest to you, so Rat begins to pull towards you as his chain pulls taut and he stops, kind of like stopping midair. Help me, sir, help us! And the other ones start to kind of like crawl towards you a little bit as the chains kind of all pull taut and stop them.
Who the hell captured you guys? Who are you?
So right, because you recognize them, or this type of creature at least. Actually, go ahead and make a history check. I'll let you do this with a flat roll, considering it'd be like advantage typically. 7. You have seen one of these guys before, or something along these before, but you can't remember exactly what caused them to kind of come to this form and to this type of being. You remember seeing one at the Red Brand hideout back in Phandalin, way back when. But all these creatures, they kind of all start to scratch on the floor and pull towards you. It says, knowledge! We seek the knowledge! Hidden truths! Treasures of the world!
I look over at Fang. These guys are creeping me out.
I think we just keep moving forward and just try and get the fuck out of here.
But to be fair, anything that Narvi has captured, maybe we should just free.
But how do we trust them?
I'm gonna look at them, dude. They look like I could slash and bash them pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like you know, they look pretty emaciated, pretty frail, and kind of like hunched over, and obviously not being like fed or anything. They're chained to the walls currently. You know, you make of that what you will. Yeah.
I just say, come on. I mean, I could slash Narvi pretty good. I think I could take these guys. I'm just gonna.
How about this? You release one of them, and we'll go from there.
You read my mind, and I'm gonna walk up to this one right here, and I'm gonna smash the chain that's keeping him in.
You're gonna let one of them out?
Yep.
Okay. As you smash it and then you free him from there, he kind of collapses to the ground real quick and looks up at you with his one baleful eye and says, "Ah, freedom! Freedom! How shall I repay you, master?"
Oh, you don't have to. I'm your master, but actually, you do say you seek the knowledge, right? So you know a lot of stuff, huh?
Arcane secrets.
Would you know about a certain little stone that might help to revive friends from the dead?
Precious diamonds. You need expensive diamond.
That's right. We have money.
That's good. Can I has money too?
Help me find this diamond. I'll give you some money.
I don't know if I can help you find diamond, but I can try.
What do you, and you know, you've been down here, I assume, for quite some time. What information have you picked up on Narvi, the Red Wizard, if any?
Narvi seek same knowledge we all try to seek. How to ascend to lichdom. Become a more powerful wizard. Almost a god. These arcane secrets drive me cuckoo. A little mad. But aren't we all mad down here?
I don't know about that. And what's the deal with that body bag up there, huh?
Oh, furry friend Narvi bring. Says it's a friend of a friend. A friend of a friend who's an enemy of his. Some sort of riddle of the sort. I forget.
Look at Fangs.
That's probably a friend of ours then.
I was gonna say. It might have been.
You don't think?
I'm gonna walk up to the body bag. I said, I'm gonna look back to the guy freed. I said, how long has this body bag been here?
You don't have to look back far, because as you start following, or start walking, he's like falling hands and knees towards you, like, you know, it's like Gollum crawling behind you. He said, "Master, oh, they've been here for just short time now. Less than a few hours."
Less than a few hours.
Or maybe a few days. Again, we forget sometimes down here. No sun, no stars. The days never start and they never end.
Well, do me a favor, little one. Why don't you, free your friends while I investigate this bag?
Wait. Relax, Sorek. One step at a time. Don't do that, buddy.
Just kind of hunched over and looks around at everyone. We all seek the knowledge.
Well, What do you know about? I pull out one of the vases from the last room that we were in. Do you know anything about these?
Ah, yes, that is a phylactery.
The what now?
A phylactery. A wizard, when he performs the rites to become a lich, you must stow your soul away in a vessel to protect it. You see, when a lich you kill its physical form, it cannot die until the soul is killed too.
So you're saying that we gotta destroy these vases, huh?
Phylacteries!
We have to destroy these phylacteries, whatever.
Yes, fallacious.
Why would you destroy them? Powerful wizards! Their souls are held within inside.
Yeah, but if they are here, wouldn't that mean that they were helping Narvi?
Perhaps they're all one and the same. When one lich tries, another tries. When one goes, the other one blows. Who knows where it happens? I sure don't. Perhaps you kill him, perhaps you let him stay.
I gotta say, for the time you spent down here, a pretty good flow, buddy. You should consider rapping. But why are you chained up is my question. Why would Narvi do that to you?
The knowledge we seek to ascend to lichdom ourselves has rotted at our brains. Drove us mad. We seek these secrets, but unfortunately, our bodies could not comprehend them.
I still think we have to destroy those vases now, Solrak.
I agree. I'm gonna take one out of my bag of holding. Just holding out in front of them to see kind of how they react to it. And I'm gonna smash it with my demon sword.
You're gonna try to smash with the demon sword?
Yep.
Okay. As you go and try to, you lay it down and you go slash at it with the demon sword. The flaming blade cuts right into it, and as the flame whooshes right on by, you look back at it, still standing there, unfractured, unscathed, as if nothing has happened to it.
I look back at my new sidekick, and I say, "How is this possible?"
What do you ask of me? You want to destroy wizards? I cannot let you do such a thing.
What if those wizards are helping Narvi? Can't help Narvi.
Yes, Narvi. He's evil, yes, but the best of us are.
So you're saying you're evil?
I'm saying I cannot blame him for his choices. If you could rule the world, wouldn't you? Just blinks his large eye at you a few times.
And, I take it like he's giving me a double-eyed wink proposition, and I'm sorry, but I don't know that I'd swing that way. I already have my kingdom in Daggerford, and all I want to do is restore order. I need to go any further than that.
Daggerford, little goals I see in your meager mind. It's okay. If you need to go to Daggerford, he points over to the curtain beyond the altar and everything, and he just points over that way and says, "Mind the bones."
And the bones, you say? Okay. Well, then we'll go that way. But before we do, I'm gonna pull the hood off of the body bag to see who's there.
As you go and approach the body bag, as I mentioned, it seems as if it has been like completely sewn shut, and you go and try to like open it up, and it does not want to like be pulled open. You can try to rip it if you want to, or try to like cut it, but there's not like a zipper or something for you to pull open. It is completely like encapsulated.
I'll use my sword to kind of just put a little slit through like the the little bit of the cloth, and then I'll just rip it.
Okay. Absolutely. Solrak goes and takes the Fang, as he's doing this, anything that you're doing?
I'm just kind of watching from exactly the same spot.
Okay. As Solrak goes in, pierces into the body bag and begins to cut into it, slice on down to reveal whose form is inside. I think we'll have to pick it up there the next time we get together, and you guys will find out who's in there.
Oh my god.
Solrak wasn't ready for that. Sound effects, hurry up.
Well, yeah.
There we go. I don't want to give anything else away before we get too far into this. But yes, you cut open the body bag, Solrak, and there's a form in there. And we'll go ahead and get to that the next time that we all get together.
Beautiful.
Alright, just enough for a little sortie for the night to get you guys going a little bit.
Juices are flowing.
And yeah, the Nothic, this creature, as he says, mind the bones, he would actually crawl on over to the other side here and kind of slide the curtain open so that you guys could see beyond that veil as well.
Sweet. Okay.
Alright, and with that, guys, I think we'll call it a night, and we'll see you guys on Sunday, right?
Damn straight.
Cool. Anything that you guys want to add before we close it off for the evening then? I know that was a really, really shorty, but I thought it would be good to at least get some sort of play in before we got it all going once again.
For sure.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Cool.
Who is under the veil? Find out Sunday.
Yes.
Goblins under the stairs.
That's right. I really love the short rest, the talks about your memories with Wilmore and everything and all that kind of stuff. It's what it's all about. So yeah, man, we'll pick it up here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Thanks for hopping on for this really short one, and yeah, have a good night. Take a short rest. Look out for those goblins under the stairs. Take it easy.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye. Guys.